Welcome back to Yard Talk News. Month 2, second video. You already know. It's me, Big T. Now we have my guest here, my co-host, Archon. You already know.
Yes, sir, my boy. How you doing? It's the host of the most to be sliding in the ghost, the one who butter your bread and slice your toast, man. Come on.
Tell her what it is. Tell her what it is, man.
Hey, man, listen, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Most definitely, man. Definitely appreciate you coming back through, man. Got a lot of Yard Talk news. You know, talk a lot of news, a lot of music shit going on this month in the month of July, man. A lot of shit that happened, man. I mean, starting off with your interview, most definitely. A list of a few other artists, GHLY the lyricist, Big T's, even most recently, Augie. Man, all y'all are some great artists, man. I love the conversations we had. You know, speaking about our interview, you know, you told me basically gave me that invitation for LA.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Man, I got a homie, closest friend of mine. He's talking about going to LA in October. What he told me was, it's like, don't even worry about it, bro. I'm gonna get you the ticket to come out there with me. I'm like, I'm in my head about it. I'm like, all right, we'll see. You know, because I know he got his own thing going on. Everything going on in life. He's just about to get a new apartment, so I'm not gonna count on it. But knowing that door is there, yeah, I might be out there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just come out here for a week, bro. Yeah. I promise you, you'll get more done in a week over here than you will over there. I promise you that.
I'm saying, bro.
I promise you that.
I'm saying, man, no, for real. But like I said, got to double down on that line, man. Speaking about double down on that line, this month was started off great. Not just the interviews, but music videos. That music video being the Not Like Us music video on July 4th of all days. God damn.
Nah, it's crazy you say that because I was just talking with the homie about that the other day. Shots my big dog, 100 mil Nova. You know what I'm saying? We in that building, heavy shots, 100 mil ENT. We were just talking about it, and so you know how in the very beginning of the video when Kendrick played that snippet, right? Yeah. So that was intentional. You know what I'm saying? That was sorry. Give me 1 second. Let me just mute this. My fault. Jesus. Boom. Okay. So you know how it said reincarnated. I'm a stargazer. Da 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 da. You know every single one of those. That whole little snippet there. It could actually be a song, but. Someone on TikTok went in that bitch and realized he listed all the songs that Drake stole lyrics from.
Yeah, I peeped that, yeah.
And I was like, bro, that is some next level bro, here's the thing, bro. I don't care what no one says. There is no such a thing as a fighting fair to me. Nah, you fighting to fight and you fighting to win.
Right.
Bro, this man is standing over the body, dropping clips, putting clips in, and just bro, it's like you know what it looks like a serial killer to me. Because every time you think, oh, this is what it is, nope, it's this. Nope. It's like, god damn, bro.
Yeah,
bro, this man hate Drake. This man really hate this man. Like, bro, there is no camaraderie. There's just like, it's like, hey, bro, when I see you, fuck you. Like, it's crazy.
There is so much more hate going around. There's Lupe's fiasco hate for Kendrick. Not only that, there's also Childish Gambino's also hate for Drake. What's so much hate right now?
Okay, so real quick, explain. So I get the Childish Gambino shit because I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna chalk that up to Childish Gambino being who he is.
Yeah.
But like, explain the Lupe hate. Why does Lupe not fuck with Kendrick?
I think it's because the style of music they go for, the way their lyricism and I think he's just mad Kendrick did it better.
I mean, you know what? That is most likely true. I'm gonna be so real with you, dog. Like, and that's the thing, bro. Like, I haven't heard a Lupe project in years. I'm just like, dog.
Hey, bro, go follow some Lupe. Nigga, what?
Look. Here's what I'm saying, though. You feel me? Like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Yes, the music industry is not about talent anymore. I'm sorry. It's the cold, honest truth.
Yeah.
At the same time, there are people who are not talented, who are not not talent aside, who are independent, and they are talented enough that they get noticed. Not everyone's signed to a mainstream label. A lot of folks have their own label and go through, like, I don't know if you're familiar with what Empire is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Out in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? They do mostly distribution deals. A lot of folks go through there, so it's like, if your shit was really as dope as you claim it is, you might not be tip of the tip, but you would be still relevant in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? And just that's why, like, I never bought this whole argument of like, you know, be X, Y, and Z. Like, dog, if you were really that good and you were really, like, you don't have to be relevant to be good.
Yeah.
But if you were really that good, something would be popping for you at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, even on a very minor scale. You know what I mean? Like Forgiato Frank, the single I talked about you last time, literally just broke 20K.
Yeah.
This last week. You know what I'm saying? And to bigger artists, or even artists that I feel are on my level, that might not be, that might not be a thing. But for me, that was fucking huge.
Yeah.
So the point is that buzz can happen. You know, the buzz can be there, but it's like, dog, you ain't gonna get that from basically coming at. It's basically Lupe takes shots at the king. Took a shot at the king and he missed. That's what I'm chalking that shit up to.
People are saying the same thing when it comes down to Drake. Like, Kendrick's only getting this kind of attention because of him throwing shots at Drake. Like, and not only just that being Kendrick. You know, people were saying that, like, a lot of these artists got attention because of Drake. Like, no, that's not the case.
No. I was even saying, man, like, real shit. What happened is that. And this was a long plotted out thing, right? Meek went up against him, barely made a scratch. Pusha T, basically, I use it like a pseudo armor reference, right? Meek went up against it, did no damage to his armor. Pusha T went up against it, shipped the armor. Drake replaced it. Kendrick hit Drake in a vulnerable point out of left field. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's underneath the armpit or something. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "Hey, the king is weak." And that opened the door for everyone who wanted to have something to say or wanted to go at him. That's why everyone kind of dogpiled on all that shit, was because they saw for the first time in a long time, oh damn. Like, well, look, when I heard it, look, I can remember I remember exactly where I was. I was in my old apartment in my studio. I just got done playing around at Helldivers 2 because I've been producing all day. And then I was about to go back into it, and then I got a text from the homie said, "Yo, you got to check this out." And I'm like, oh shit, Metro and Future just dropped. I remember hearing that, like, and being like, and I remember hearing Kendrick's verse, and I remember being like, bro, are we really about to get, like, fucking Avengers versus Thanos right now? Like, bro, this is fucking crazy. And so it's just like, that's what happened, is Kendrick exposed the weakness. And also, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like when people call it beef, because even though I am not from an area where, you know, I'm not from the block, I'm not from the hood, I'm not from an impoverished area. That's not where I'm from. I want to make that very blatantly clear. However, I do have quite a bit of friends who have grown up in that environment. And I was having this conversation today, and I said, you know, and bro said, this don't sound like beef to me. And I'm like, okay, can you explain it? He's like, beef is literally, it's on site. Beef is literally like, it's not Drake canceling Schoolboy Q's show and canceling Sir's show. It's not, you know, people in California, clubs in California saying, oh, we're not going to play Drake. We're only going to play that Kendrick, not like us. Beef is like, okay, let me give you an example. Beef is like no one in OVO can fly to California. Like they get checked the moment they touch down, damn near at the airport or on their way to the hotel. Like I'm talking like we're talking someone. In order for me to consider this beef, as much as I hate to say it, someone has to get hurt or someone has to die.
And speaking on that, like stuff not being able, people not getting shows in Toronto, people not getting certain music played in Houston. There's been theories and assumptions that has to do with the Houston Mafia. I just want to say, fair warning, Houston Mafia, y'all might be a little dangerous, but y'all don't want to mess the whole entirety of LA. Actually, you don't want to mess the entirety of California because mostly California rides for LA. So you might not want to do that.
No, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like I
want to step down out that show,
bro. I'm telling you, we are coming into an era where it might not be beef or funk. Let me not even say beef. It might not be funk between every state, but we're getting to a point where, and I think it's beautiful personally, where it's real, authentic, live what you talk about rap is coming back, and I think it's a very fucking beautiful thing.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember I was there to see the rise of the inauthenticity, and I'm gonna be honest, as someone who tried his hardest to keep to be real, it broke my heart because it was like, bro, damn, like it blows my mind because like there are real dudes out there. I ain't gonna name names, just whatever. There are real dudes out there who claim to live that street life and really claim to tote guns and do all this, that, and the third. But then at the end of the day, it's like, bro, I know your mama. I know your daddy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that was not you, big dog. Like, it's just the fact. And here's the worst part is that people believe that shit.
Right.
And if they already have a fan base, if you call them out, then they just look at you as a hater. They don't think about the grander scale of things. But I'm just happy to see that real, authentic rap is being brought back, and I'm very proud to say that I feel the West Coast is behind that shit 110%.
Not just the West Coast. I mean, music coming from all around, multiple artists. Eminem's new project, he's bringing the real back, like you said, bringing real rap, real everything. DJ Mustard's new music.
Mustard's album was crazy.
Man.
I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And once again, speaking on Childish Gambino, man, Childish Gambino coming through with some dope projects this month of July. Man, I love to see it. I love to see it from everybody.
Hell yeah.
And it's beautiful. Now, speaking on shows, not just the shows being canceled, but there's been a few recent 21 Savage performances. Now this isn't just speaking about 21 Savage. This is more or less speaking on the topic of doing shows. As an artist, you went that saying from Friday fits a lot of purposes. You win some, you lose some. Had a show in London, went crazy. Had a show in Poland, dead silent. It happens to the best of artists. You win some, you lose some.
No, facts. I think it's also important to know your demographic too. You know what I'm saying? Like, much as I hate to say it, someone like Drake, or even at this point Kendrick, they can go pretty much anywhere in the world and like. I don't know if you heard of it. It was like a few months back, right? Rihanna got paid like what I think between $6 and $10 million to perform for some Indian royal family's daughter, and like, and you would think like if you would think like, why would that even be a thing, right? But at the same time, it's that go where the demographic wants you to go. You know what I'm saying? It's the same reason that Kanye was, it's the same reason that Kanye was doing a lot of the stuff, when it came to the Vultures 2 release or when it came to the Vultures release. doing a lot of that stuff over in Egypt. Also because the venue was beautiful, but regardless, I think it's all about knowing your demographic, and I'm sure certain people, especially from if you, in my opinion, if you look at it from an overseas perspective as a hip hop fan, you don't have any personal stake or investment in this. You're not in this, you know what I'm saying? You literally just like the music. So it's like, as someone who, like, let's say likes Drake quite a lot, here comes this guy. Oh, I've read online that he don't fuck with Drake, whatever. And then he goes over there and it's like, okay, you wonder why it's dead silent. It's because, that country, like, I would look at especially if you're going to choose to go to war with someone like Drake, you kind of got to look at the majority streaming data from that country and be like, okay, hold on, who's their number one artist? Who is their number one rap? What are the number one rap fans in the country listening to right now? You know what I'm saying? Right. Especially when it comes to that kind of shit, you got to think about that. But all I know is that it's going to be a very interesting year. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Another thing, speaking about streams, I mean, we are in a different era of music where the main attention is how many streams do you have, details your level of your status, your in music, and not only that, to keep that status, there's been a certain amount of a good handful of artists where they feel like we are in an era of having to put out content just to catch the eye. It's more about catching the eye now versus catching the ear.
Dog, when I tell you with my whole mind, body, and soul, bro, I fucking hate I hate making content for promotion's sake. I like making videos. I like making visuals. I like that shit. I hate making the promo for anything. I hate marketing. I hate promotion. And like when I say marketing, I don't mind like in a much broader sense. I hate the having to go so far outside the box just to catch someone's eye. I think that the crappy thing is that with especially how much labels have kind of fucked everyone over, it's like unless you got a marketing genius as the homie, or you a marketing genius, or you're already having label interest, it's going to be very difficult for you to pump out content like that. Like, I'm getting better at it as time goes on, but it's also just like, okay, especially when you're doing it by yourself, having a cameraman is going to be your biggest ally in this. Because I do all my stuff on CapCut. CapCut's super easy to use. $10 a month for the pro version. Get access to so many different tools and things that we can use. But point being is that, I feel like the content creation is a lot also taken away from the music aspect.
Yes.
Because, artists, it's not just enough anymore that you have to worry about your songs being good. You have to worry about that. Now you also have to worry about content creation. And I feel like, honestly, and I was talking with the homie about this the other day, the rise of content creation is why there's been such a big downturn in the quality of, and not in the quality, but in the insistence on music videos.
Right.
You know how everyone, instead of just like a lot of artists nowadays, instead of just putting out a music video, those put out a bunch of like 30 to 60-second clips of them performing the song. You know what I'm saying? Like doing something, doing some, some niche shit or whatever the fuck. Like, I think that was the rise of that because people's attention spans are so low.
Yes.
But there you go.
I definitely agree. I want to shout out to one of my closest homies, artist, Lord Simi. I mean, shout out to him because, like, he probably would start really, really blowing up if he got into content creation, but he didn't get his numbers from content creation. He didn't become. He did it the old school way where he could still just drop his music and it be that. It drop a couple visuals and it be that, and that's very rare to see today, that of an artist growing, so if you can find a way to beat the system and push through and not be drained by putting out so much content, then yes, do it.
there are quite a few ways to beat this. Okay, I'm just gonna give you some free game right now.
Okay.
So one of the things I did for one of the things you got to look at is what for the piece of art, whether that be a song, a video, whatever, for the piece of art you're doing, right? What fits into your not necessarily demographic, but what fits into that song and or video, like what ideas mesh well with that. So for instance, one of the things I did for GHLY Frank is I literally set up my camera, right? I have a little 4K camera, like a little it's a little content creation camera, whatever. I set that thing up. I did 4 takes of me rapping the song into the first verse of the song in the living room. Sorry, second verse of the song in my living room. Literally stitched those all together with CapCut, added some effects. Took me probably an hour and a half to do total, right? And I want to say close to 5,000 to 6,000 impressions off that alone without promotion. You know what I'm saying? So but it fit because the tone of the song was very down tempo, very like mellow, at least until I started rapping. You know what I'm saying? With just enough energy to give it that kick. So it's just like you kind of have to look at it like okay, like let's say you got a song that's like very high energy. You know what I'm saying? Literally, you know what I'm saying? Literally, just get a homie to hold the camera. Literally, just you just like walking down the street, just doing some erratic shit while you're rapping the song. You know what I'm saying? That could be a piece of content. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like also we overthink this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we look at it and we say, "Oh my god, I have to have content. It has to be A1 just like everyone else's." Here's the thing. No one's content ever started out, unless they had a whole team specifically working on content, no one's content ever started out A1. Everyone always started at the bottom and then worked their way up. So the best thing you can do is literally just start, throw your ideas out there, you know what I'm saying? Eventually something's going to hit, something's going to land, and then use that as a blueprint. Get 5 or 6 different content ideas that you just rotate between them, maybe make alterations here and there, and boom, you're good.
There you go. Cheat code laid out.
Oh God.
Good old days. Remember getting all the cheat code books, cheat code books for PlayStation and everything, man, back in the day. Yeah, just like that.
100%.
Yeah. Now, I mean, there's so much other music, out there this month. I mean, we got new Drake music, Drake features. We have YG music. Mm-hmm. A whole bunch of LA artists coming through with their own music.
Oh yeah, no, I was really fucking with a Blast new album. Yes. That shit was tight. I like, especially that first joint he did with 2 Chainz. I was like, ooh, shit.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, this has been some year, man, for music, man. It's
100%.
I could just sit around and eat my popcorn right now. That's all I need.
Oh no, facts.
Movie's not over. The movie's not over. Not only that, we have, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Rema? I don't know. Let's just say he got some dope new music out. He's known for his Afro beats music. Mm-hmm. I mean, he keeps coming out with some hits. So, y'all stay on the watch for him. He's getting up there. You might see him in the Grammys next year. We might. Who knows? But not only that, shout out to Corday and Lil Wayne. They song.
Oh my! I was kind of hoping he was gonna bring that one up, man.
Yeah.
That Wayne verse was fucking. Oh my god, bro! That shit was damn near transcendent. I was sitting in my living room just floating, just listening to that shit. I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
And hey, on a similar subject, this is one of the things I've maintained from 2008 all the way up until today. You put any trap rapper, you put any rapper from any genre, almost any genre. I'll say almost any genre. Any rapper from most genres on a soul sample and give it no drums, it's gonna sound fucking amazing. Every single time. And you can't convince me that I'm wrong. There will never be a wrong example. I guarantee you, bro, if someone took an acapella of Lil Pump and put it on a soul sample, I guarantee you it would sound way better.
Yes.
Guarantee that shit.
Yes.
And we knew that about obviously at least I knew that about Lil Wayne when he got on was it Conway or West Side's shit, and he did that Bash Money he did that.
Oh, cut out on my
Where
side.
have you been? No, it's crazy. Here, I'll look it up. I'll go ahead and look it up for you right now. It's called goddamn who was it? It was Bash Money. It was West Side Guns. It was West Side Guns album. It was what was the album called? Oh yeah, Hitler Wears Hermes.
Yeah.
Hitler Wears Hermes 8. But bro, when I heard that, but nah, the Corday verse was crazy. The
Yes.
Corday verse was fucking crazy.
Shout out to Rod Wave. Big
Oh,
Back for life.
most certainly.
There's definitely another artist that, like, I personally think he kind of fell off, but I mean, anyone can have their own opinion on this. But he dropped a new album, 42 Doug.
I don't think 42 fell off.
I don't.
I think that what happened was he got caught up in because I'm gonna be honest, I never heard of Doug before the We Paid joint with Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? And I followed his career ever since. I don't think he fell off.
Yeah.
I just think what happened was everyone got caught up in the hype of Lil Baby. You know when he was first coming out. You know what I'm saying? Or when he was getting popping. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Doug rode that wave a little bit. No knock to him whatsoever. Just I think that's what happened. And I think that once he got off, he had his little niche market. And I think people expected him to blow up and be as big as Lil Baby because that song was popular everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that people expected that, and when he didn't, you know what I'm saying, they were just they kind of just like, oh, okay, but he still had his niche, and he's been growing ever since. I know quite a few people who do religiously listen to 42 Doug, and I think it's really just about his niche audience finds him. And look, let's be honest, a million so fans are going to do a lot less for you than 1,000 dedicated fans. I'm going to be so honest with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't think he fell off necessarily. I, I thought the album was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was, didn't think it was too good, too bad. I thought it was just right in the middle. I thought there were some things he could have done better, but I think at the end of it, like it was still the art that he was proud of. So, fuck it.
Most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, there's so many countless artists out, major popular artists, mainstream artists who always bring along underground and other artists. You think that those underground artists would finally like it snap for them and they're skyrocketing, but that's not the case. Example: Schoolboy Q and TF with Traffic on their song "Tookie Knows." They're doing their thing. TF and them
Right.
doing their thing, but
Right.
they're not as popular as you think they are right now.
Oh no, that's facts. I kind of look at like, bro, TDE is a label like I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little rocky since Kendrick left, but at the same time, like the thing that blew my mind, I'm gonna be so real with you, was when Isaiah Rashad got outed as being either bi or gay,
Yeah.
and everyone and their mother stood by him. Like I fully expected some kind of backlash, but I was on social media for a good majority of that. Anyone who gave him backlash got immediately like, "Hey, bro, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
Like don't do that. Like it literally like it doesn't matter. And that was because all off the strength of the concept of his character. Like they have so many quality artists, not just in music, but in like how they carry themselves, how they approach things. You know what I'm saying? Like SZA. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember my fiance went to one of her concerts, I think last year, and she said it was a fantastic experience, like damn near 10 out of 10. Like it's just like the TDE roster in general really know how to operate as a label and really know how to interact with their fans. I think,
Yeah.
and that's I think a very important thing for for a lot of folks.
Most definitely. Shout out to Reason, due to his recent departure.
Oh no, most definitely,
From
most
the
definitely.
label. But he's definitely going up for sure. Now, in other news, we have Snoop Doggy Dogg at the Olympics, man. He's just doing side quests at this point. I mean, he's done it all. You can't tell him nothing. He's done it all.
I mean, also, who's gonna refuse Snoop Dogg in a room? Bro, my grandma would probably welcome Snoop Dogg into her house. Real shit.
I'm saying, bro, like, man, as they say, that man has a lot of aura.
Oh no, facts, and it's because Snoop, other than Drake, may have overtaken that spot for a little bit, but Snoop, in my opinion, is the most marketable hip hop artist.
Yes,
ever, literally ever. Like he can play any role, he can do anything. Look, I guarantee, I put it on everything. That man could read do an audio book for children, and that shit will go up. I guarantee it.
Yeah, on point. Nah, keep doing your thing, Snoop Dogg. Snoop D-O-double-G, cut. You already know.
Actually, that's a good question. What was he doing at the Olympics? He was just hanging out, or was he like hosting something?
He was hosting it.
Oh shit, that's hard. I'm gonna have to look them clips up on YouTube.
I think he had the torch. Yeah, to handle the torch.
Yeah. Okay.
He even got his own custom made, little Olympics pin and whatnot going on for him.
That's hard. Hey, look, 2024, first Crip at the Olympics. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Not only Snoop Dogg, but Kevin Hart, bro. Like Kevin Hart, him and Kev.
Bruh.
We gotta get down Kevin, because Kev, that cipher though, A&P cipher.
Oh, bro, that shit was hilarious.
Coming back, it's chocolate dropper.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like, what was, bro? Okay, so there was two things I noticed about that one. Like, for one, Phantom has potential.
Yeah.
If Phantom took himself seriously, I think out of everyone there, I think he has potential, which surprised me because I thought Duke would have potential for sure.
Yeah.
But also, who is now? I know like the main characters of AMP somewhat. Who was bro? I know he's in AMP. Who was bro that like started to rap or whatever, and then he switched to like R&B like halfway through?
Oh shit, I can't remember his name either. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? This is the thing we have Google for. Hold on.
Yeah.
AMP group members. Let's see this. Okay. We got Din, or we got Agent, Chris, Duke, Davis, Phantom, and Kai. I think it might have been Chris low-key.
Might have.
Yeah, I think it's either Chris or Davis. I remember, but anyway, no. When he did that, I was like, "Hold on, bro." The looks on everyone's, because no one. I don't think anyone saw that coming. I was like, "Oh my god." Also, shout out Kai Cenat for getting on the Soulsborne wave with Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Dark Souls and all that shit.
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of them games. I've been since I first played Sekiro back in 2018. Huge fan. I'm so glad to see that folks is embracing that shit. It's a really beautiful thing, for real.
It is. And honestly, if you fuck, I mean, I could be wrong, but if you fuck with those games, you could take it back a notch and dumb it down a little bit and have some more adventures.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And take 100%. Take an arrow to the knee. Don't forget the sweet rolls.
Throwing it back with the Skyrim reference is crazy, man. Yeah. Man, I'm finna re-download Skyrim, man. That's crazy.
Dude, that has so much replay value. So much.
Honestly, anything by Bethesda does.
Yes.
I'm not gonna hold you, dog. I wish they would just give me a 60 FPS patch of New Vegas on the PlayStation. Like that's like just give me the because like I can play it on PlayStation, but it's played via like PlayStation Now. I don't know if you have PlayStation, but they have like a streaming service that
Yeah.
basically like it's like $20 a month. You can play all these classic games and you can play New Vegas, but it's so fucking clunky. It's just like it's fun, but it just takes a lot of like the fun out of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on.
Most definitely. I mean, talking about R&B, another popular R&B artist, you know, they won't let him out. He locked up, but Tory Lanez still came through.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought you were about to say R. Kelly, and I was about to cut the stream off real
No.
quick.
No.
But no. So, actually, speaking of that, though, I was reading on Twitter the other day about how they think he did it from the jail phone. Because one of the first people that at least that I've heard to do it from the jail phone was Ty Dolla Sign's homie TC. You know what I'm saying? And TC's been on quite a few projects of his. But from what I understand, basically they took all of Tory's acapellas, right? Fed him through a they fed them through an AI, some kind of AI, and Tory just did it over the prison phone with with the what's it called, with the tempo tapper, you know what I'm saying, with like the whatever it's called. And then they basically just used that AI with all his cadences and all his flows and everything to recreate what he was saying on the prison phone.
Wow.
And then supply the acapella over there, which, if you think about it, is terrifyingly genius. Like, it's sketch because that can be used very improperly, but
yes, I mean that's the definitely thing about AI nowadays, with especially involving the music industry. It can be used badly, but it can be used good. I think creatively, all in all, AI is meant to be used in a certain way.
Oh no, 100%, 100%. Like, I'm gonna be the only thing that scares me about AI, to be honest, is when we start to get to the point where it can perfectly recreate video. That's what's gonna scare me, because look, it's one thing to see a picture of something in AI and be like, okay, hold on, this isn't right, this isn't whatever. It's a whole nother thing to watch a full video of someone doing something, and or even just like to see a video of something happening and be like, I don't know if that's AI or not. That's the one thing that scares me about AI.
Yeah. Now, another shout out goes to the one man who really ducked the biggest bullet of the year, J. Cole. Middle Child went diamond. Finally.
I mean, look, bro. At the end of the day, you know what? I don't blame Cole for what he did. Because, and also shout out Q, first of all.
Yeah.
But shout out, because Q could have just as easily said, you know what, I'm not going to get involved. Q could have not came and spoke to Cole and said, you know what, bro, he could have just as easily not had that conversation with Cole. But I think Cole did the right thing, because at the end of the day, he said for all these years that he wants smoke with everyone and he backed out. Okay, cool. But if you look at the damage and reputation that did to both parties, look, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather be called a pussy than a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also, Cole not only has the entire Dream Chasers roster, or not Dream Chasers, sorry, Dreamville roster. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, this man really wasn't doing anything different, bro. This man was riding his bike around, spending time with his family, dropping the occasional gas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just was what it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never viewed Cole as someone who wanted to go to war. I just viewed Cole as someone who liked to talk his shit. You know what I'm saying? And, I definitely think that he did dodge. I think, biggest bullet of the year dodge definitely goes to him.
Yes.
Because that could have gone very, very left for him.
Yeah.
Like, especially, also, to be fair, Cole is also, from what I understand, and especially, like, I've talked to some people who've met him, and obviously I see the news and read the blogs and all that. He seems like a very private person. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know too much about his personal life other than what he chooses to put out there.
Same thing with Kendrick.
It also could have been that some people are just like, you know what, I don't want this spotlight, I don't want this war. Like, like, look, there's no shame in admitting, you know what, bro, I didn't want the smoke. I saw the writing on the wall, and I didn't want the smoke. It's better that you know what, I have respect for Cole for bowing out because he hey, you know what, I will say this: when he said his apology should be as loud as his diss was, I was like, you know what? That's real shit.
Yeah.
I cannot. I can't hold you for that. That is some real talk, and that's simply what it was.
Most definitely. I mean, that's one thing Cole's always been known, keeping it real. I'm gonna also keep it real, man. Motherfuck the big three. It's just Big Sean. Let's talk about, man. He's coming out with new music, new project.
You know what, dog? Look, I'm gonna say this about Big Sean, dog. Not only did you get your album leaked by fucking Kanye West, all right? Like, dog, you married to Jhené Aiko, dog. You've accomplished everything you probably need to accomplish in your life, bro. Mentor some younger artists.
Like Tom Holland, he's accomplished everything he needs to accomplish. He's with Zendaya.
No, you feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, like it's just like, bro, you talking about, you have a baby by Jhené Aiko. Most likely, are they, I don't think they're married. Are they married?
I don't know. I can't remember, but I'd assume so.
You know what I'm saying? Don't matter. Point is that you have the accolades. You've gotten you've had hits. You've had multiple fantastic selling albums and singles. Like, dog, why are you like? If you just want to rap because you want to keep rapping, I feel that. But it's like, dog, you don't need to be going at anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you you have your lane. Like, and it's just like,
now he apparently he came out and saying now that wasn't directed towards any Drake or Kendrick or anything, but I think there's an underlying meaning still.
Oh no, Big Sean been doing that. Big Sean been doing that since Control. You know what I'm saying? It's not. But like at the same time, like that's what I'm saying. Like, either keep it rap or don't. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like if I'm going bar for bar with the homie, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like throwing a little sub in, okay, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, don't say something so like a sub should be something that we catch a month or two later. Not something that when it immediately comes out is like, oh my god, like they're talking about this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, Big Sean, dog, you've already won in life, dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, invest in some businesses, keep your bread flowing, and enjoy fatherhood, my G. Like it's like, bro, like at the end of the day, bro, why do you want any more than that? Like but I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
although his verse was hard.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. I mean, Big Sean, Jhené.
I'm not gonna lie,
got Rihanna.
Dog, I really want them to do another collab project.
Yes.
That was a really solid collab project, and that actually did make quite a bit of noise. I really like that project.
Yes. And we miss your voice, girl. We miss your voice. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, God.
Well, that concludes the Yard Talk News. There's so much more on the way. Y'all stay tuned. We got interviews on the way. Also, with the Augie interview, I want to also say shout out to an early artist that we interviewed. They Know Dame, who we recently learned passed away early January.
Rest in peace.
He was on his way to LA, didn't make it sadly on the way out there. So we definitely got something on the way for that. Definitely. Y'all stay tuned. It's been me, Big T, my boy Archon. You already know.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Yes, sir.